went to NOLA Motorsports Park for a joint event between the NASA Texas region and the New Orleans region. This was an exciting event as not only was it my first time to this track, but also Halloween weekend in New Orleans. I figured even if the racing wasn't good, the parties after would certainly be. As I watched video to learn the track, I was excited about the long sweepers and the fast S's, which suggested it would be a really favorable layout for a car like mine that is lightweight with good aero. We came down for testing on Friday to learn the track and shake the car down as I had just gotten the new motor in. Thankfully everything checked out and we had a great day of testing. I was able to get down to a 152.9, and the track record for the class was a 152.7. What I haven't discussed in video yet was that unfortunately I was not able to attend Nationals, having blown my motor doing some final testing at COTA 2 weeks before Nationals. We raced to get a new motor installed in time and then had an issue with it as well. It was a huge bummer as our time we sat testing in the 104-degree heat was only 0.2 seconds off the winning time in National. We had a real shot, and it was extremely disappointing missing it after all the work that I and many others had put into the car this year and the awesome sponsors who have worked to help out so much. I digress, back to NOLA. The weather was absolutely perfect, and it was looking like an awesome weekend with 7 cars in class. A local named Chris Tuttle in his Evo was the definite favorite and the current record holder. I finished up the qualifying session Saturday morning with a 153.0, and Chris had a 153.1. The next session I was able to drop another 10th off, but Chris put down a 152.7 to take the lead by a couple of tenths. I got a small pinhole leak in my oil cooler line that session, and we had to remove the cooler, which meant I was limited to 2 hot laps a session for the remainder of the weekend. Putting down a fast lap quickly has not been one of my strengths as a driver, so this was going to be a great test. Third session I was able to knock another 2 tenths off to match Chris's previous time, but his tires were worn out and he put stickers on and killed it with a 152.0, setting a new record. Before the final session, I spent some time adjusting the suspension to help the turn in on the low-speed corners and looking at my data and Eric Jensen's data to see if I could pick up time. This was Eric's first weekend doing time trial, but he was absolutely killing it out there and was sitting solidly in 3rd place. I found a few areas I thought I could improve on and knew I really just need to lay it on the line if I was going to make up the 7 tenths I was behind, but I wasn't sure that was even possible. The great thing about new tracks though is that you can find big chunks of time when you figure out a few corners, and I managed to crank out a 151.7 to take the win for Saturday and set a new record. An awesome ending to the day. I was excited for Sunday morning as that first session is always one of the best sessions, and I had a set of stickers for it. Although I had moved up to 6th in grid out of 25 for my record time the night before, I was much faster on the stickers than expected and got held up by higher horsepower cars in front of me that were slower through the corners. I was still able to improve on my time by a couple of hundredths from the night before, and it was enough to move me up where I thought I would have some clear air in the second session. I knew that second session Sunday was going to be my last, so I decided to lay it all on the line and see how fast we could go. Sadly, my lap timer didn't capture any data or show me my times while I was out there. I knew it was fast, as I felt like it was one of the best sessions I'd ever driven, but I had no idea how fast it was. The car was absolutely hooked up and did everything I wanted and more. Here's the video of that session. thanks to the NASA Texas region and the NASA NOLA region for such an awesome event. I look forward to running there again soon. And thanks so much to all of my sponsors for all of the help. I could not do it without you.